Hello everyone, we are going to make glitter ponies! Thank you so much for the idea in the last video, I loved it, so here we go. But before, two little announcements. First one, I started building My Little Pony amusement park in Planet Coaster 2. You can see it in the Reborn gaming channel. And second, I finally uploaded my stash for the PonyCon that I went to with John. That's in the Light channel. So that's it, let's make holiday ponies! Alright, so you know me, you know I love my machines. But today I thought I would show you a smaller machine that is very affordable and perfect for small projects. Unlike my other printer, which is a resin printer, this is a filament one. And filament is basically thermoplastic, so plastic that melts at a certain temperature and you can use it to 3D print things. And I find two big advantages to using a little printer like this. The first one is that it's not toxic, like the fumes are not toxic, so you don't have to like be super careful around the resins and stuff like that. And the second one is that you don't have to clean everything every time you print. Now, of course, there are different uses for these machines. Resin printers are really good for small details. So for example, if you're like printing miniatures, you will want to use a resin printer. But for bigger things, and especially for things that need to be a bit stronger, but also lighter, then filament printers are excellent. But enough introduction, let's make our pony. Alright, so I have a couple of models that I created myself, but I don't have any pony in this shape. So what we're going to do is download these bubbles from this great store on Colts. I tried to reach out to this creator to thank them, but I didn't get a reply, so thank you. I'm not sure how to say your name, Otorflor, for your models. And then I'm gonna bring the model into a program called WeBuilder, which is what the TN2 manufacturers recommend. Add some supports, which I did, but then lost all the footage, and then send it to the printer. This is the first time I print something with a filament printer, so yeah, it took me a couple of tests to get the best results. you will see. Something really cool about this machine is that it heats up the base and the nozzle. And here we go, the printing has begun. Very, very exciting moment. It's incredible to see how the figure starts building up, and so many ideas. As a reference, like I said, I don't really have any experience with filament printers, but this model, which is quite big, took about 2 hours to print, and I didn't have to leave the room, which is great and very different from the resin printers. There were some bits of plastic as the machine went around, but they were quite easy to remove. So let's go to the not so much fun part of removing all the platforms I created. I thought this part was going to be really difficult. It was actually super easy because it's a magnetic base. Here's what the model looks like. And now for the fun part. I was super careful at first because I didn't know how strong the material was. It's actually really difficult to break the actual figure. If you have experience printing, you will think, oh my god, why are there so many supports? If you don't have experience printing, you don't need this many supports. I just wanted to be overly cautious. And overly cautious I was because this took me, I don't know, I was like an hour maybe. I just wanted to do it right. And after all of that cutting, this is what it looked like. So next step would be filing and sanding. But eventually what I decided was, let's try maybe a different print. Well, the same print, but with different supports. Because the holidays are about enjoyment, not suffering. Well, one of them. Never mind, moving on. This is the second print I did. This is a smaller pony. I did a couple of these actually. And as you can see, I removed the supports, the amount of supports. And then I proceeded to clean it again with less suffering and more enjoyment. Obviously, because of how my mind works, at this point, I was already thinking, oh, whittling ponies. I can make ponies out of wood decorations. I haven't, yeah, I haven't even finished these decorations. We are, I would say, 30% there. And my brain has already moved on, and it's not fun. Well, I mean, it is fun at the beginning of every single project I start. And there are lots of them. But yeah, it's difficult to continue things sometimes. Alright, so these are our first 2 ponies. Like I said, I eventually did 3 ponies because the little one was a horrible thing. But until I decide how I'm going to show you this, we're going to paint these ponies. We're going to do a base coat in red, and then we're going to glitterfy them. Here you can see me picking a lot of colors. We will do these first ones in red, but what I was thinking is, because I had so many ideas, not just for whittling ponies, but also for, yeah, lots of glitter rainbows, glitter textures and patterns. We're gonna do some simple red ponies today. And if you like this idea, then I will go crazy and I'll start making lots of different ponies in different colors and techniques. But I think I have talked a lot today and I will let you enjoy some music. I have a new music platform I'm using, so hopefully you'll find this music nice. It's one of my favorite soundtracks. I also used it for the gaming video. So enjoy the glitterification, and I will see you very soon in the next section or the other one. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did when I was doing it. Now my house is covered in glitter, even the cats and John. So the next step is to make some holes for the hair. So we're gonna make the tail hole. Hole is such a weird word, and we're gonna make little ones for the hair as well. I don't know in which order I did this, because this is when everything kind of went chaotic and I went back and forth with different ponies. An important point here though is that we don't want to make the big hole all at once, just in case, because the plastic is relatively thin. So what I did, thanks to the advice of John, who I mentioned also gifted me this beautiful screwdriver set, is start with the little, I don't know the name of the thing that goes on the front of the screwdriver, tip, a little tip, and then go like use a slightly bigger one and just like use 2 or 3 until you get the desired width. And then I use the scissors to make the hole a little bigger. Then applied the rest of the glue and continued with the glitter. I don't want to say glitterification too much. A little tip, if you use some kind of container under the glitter, then you can reuse it. And now that we have made good progress with these, we're going to start painting the eyes. I did lots of layers, lots of things off camera too, lots of retouches, so the process is not a reflection of the final result. Hopefully it will look a little better at the end. So I'll leave you again with a little bit of music and I will see you very soon. And now it's time to play with some hair studs. So in the end I used 2 different materials for the hair. I will show you the first one first. I don't think this is a terribly good idea because it's very thick. The ribbons are like too big compared to the size of the pony, but I'll still show you how I knotted this. I was trying to explain this to John and I don't think I have the words in English for it, so I will show you what I did. But it's something like I tied the hair to the string, metal string, and then I connected the string to the pony. This is one technique, and then for the second pony, for the silver one, where she's going to do a normal hair reroute, this one will be stronger because we will need that at some point. The other one will be a little more time consuming. You choose if you like any of this or you have a better idea for a third one. If so, please let me know because we want to do more decorations. So since the hair didn't want to be shaped in any way and I didn't want to use the heat gun or do something risky that could burn the entire pony, I decided to curl these hairs. Yeah, that's what I did. I think it could work better, much better, if you do this while the hair is in the like metal thread. I don't know, it's not called metal thread, but you know what I mean. Instead of on the pony, but yeah, here it's just an idea. For pony number 2 and number 3, we're going to add some silver hair, but like I mentioned before, and this is all a bit out of place in this part, but I printed a new pony with even less supports, so it looks much better. And we're going to very quickly paint, glitterify, and then add the silver hair. Oh, and something that I didn't mention before, both types of hair I just got from the dollar store, the equivalent of the dollar store, the pound shop here. And it was about $1 or £1 each, I think. So yeah, it should be quite easy to find. It's just tinsel. Hi, Tommy. Okay, goodbye, Tommy. Tommy? For the silver-haired ponies, I also decided to paint the eyes using liquid chrome, which is my favorite paint. I wish there was something like this for gold. If you do know something, let me know. But yeah, it's incredible. It's like a mirror eyes. all of these little extra bits we have here, which are so amazing to look at, we are saving and we're going to use for future ponies, future holiday ponies. And just a note to close, we are approaching the end. I decided to use some glue to keep some of the hair in place. Yeah, that's it. Let's look at the result. And ta-da! Here are our 3 little ponies. I will call them attempt 0.1. Hopefully we'll do many more and they will look better, but lots of lessons learned for this one. I had 2 goals for this video. One was to try the 3D printer, which I'm super happy about, and the second was to use glitter. Because you requested it, and it's the only thing I have been able to think about these days. But there are so many ideas already brewing in my mind, and I would love to hear what you would like to see. We have glitter in all colors, so yeah, please let me know if you have ideas. We also have some fakies that we can customize. They don't have to be 3D printed. They can, but they don't have to. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the ponies. I hope it gives you lots of ideas to try over there where you are, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you again so much. Have a great week. See you very soon. I think I will see you sooner. Bye bye.